everyone, Sandra here and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, today I'm in my, well, these are the Walmart pants that I got from the junior section, but they have a little bit of a flare at the bottom. They're not as flared as I would like, but a little bit. I've got my modified His Tea, y'all can see that, and Stevie. Yeah, I'm having one of those kind of days. But today's not about that. Today is the footwear edition. And we are coming into winter, or I suppose we're here really. Need to take the Stevie off because already I'm hot, okay? Already I've had my first hot flash. That's delightful, isn't it? And I've got to keep this on my head because my hair's a bit manky today. So, okay, footwear edition. We are in the winter-ish, and I've pulled out my favourites that I am turning to. And first off, I want to talk about socks, because I have a few pair of them. Yeah, these socks are like one of the best kind of socks I think I've ever had. And these are the Fitz Socks, and it's pronounced F-I-T-S. And I get them from my local family-run shoe store. Not one of the big named ones, but you know, if you live in a small town, there'll always be a shoe store that's been around for years and years and years and years and years. And it's the kind of shoe store that has been around the longest time. I mean, we've been here 17 years living in Illinois, and when we first moved here it was open. It was owned by a family. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know who owned it. I should. I live in a small town. And then a few years ago it was taken over by a young man, and he's done absolutely wonders with it. It's such a good shoe store. So I do feel that it's called Brown's Shoes, and I do feel that he's done an excellent job keeping it, maintaining it, just keeping in all the fabulous shoes. And you know, this is a gratuitous plug, I suppose. I haven't been asked to do it, but I've got to say, every single time I go in there, the staff are amazing. They'll take time, they will sit down with you. I mean, we're in a small town, so everybody kind of knows everyone. They'll sit down, take your shoe measurements, go through boxes and boxes and boxes of different things until you get the right fit. And there's no pressure, nobody's standing over you to do stuff. It's just, it's a wonderful environment, and I enjoy going in there and having conversations with the lads in there. And yeah, I just there's no pressure to buy anything. And I think, you know, I mean, I don't know about you, but whenever I go into a shop, any kind of shop, I don't want people following me around, but I do want them to come up and ask if I need help every now and then. You know, there's a difference, there's a fine line. I've got to say, the staff in Browns, they're very, very good. They don't do that. And really, I think when you go to a store that sells the really good quality stuff, it's a bit more expensive than what you get from the cheapy shops, we know that, but it's designed to last. It's just, and that's what you're paying for. You're paying for something that you're going to wear for years to come. So you're going to get it right, you know? And I think they want you to get it right, because you won't go back otherwise. So I've found that, and you know, I've been going there for 17 years now, for on and off every year for different shoes, depending on what kind of thing I was into at that time. And it's been the same, it's been consistent. So, you know, never underestimate the power of your small shoe shop, family owned, family run, over one of the bigger well-known chains. Don't get me wrong, you know. And we do have a couple of the well-known chains in our town. And let me just let the cat out. And I have to say that, you know, I don't begrudge anybody opening a store, because they're employing people, and it's important to employ people, but it's also important to shop local, and to get just to make sure that the sort of fabulous places like that stay open. Okay. So that's all I got to say about that. And I'd say most of what I bought and most of what I've got, my shoes, are from that store. So that's a good testament. These socks were, and they sell them. And what I love about them, I never realised there was a difference in socks, if I can be completely honest with you, until a couple of years ago. Because I just always used to buy the socks from Walmart, the packs of socks. You do. You look and find some. And then I was in there a couple of years ago, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I was looking for socks. And they pulled out a pair of these Fitz Socks, and I've never gone back. I've gone back to the store. I've never gone back to any other socks because they're fabulous. They last. The only problem I have with them is I keep losing the darn things. I had 3 pairs and now I've got 3. I have no idea what happens to these babies. I need to go and pick up more. And I'm pretty sure it was, if you buy 3 pairs, you get 1 pair free. I can't remember. My memory goes sometimes. But they are fabulous socks. They're very thick. I think they're the sort of maybe hiking socks. But they're thick, fabulously made. They don't have all the stuff at the front. Normally this kind of stuff hurts you. It doesn't have that. It's nice and soft. They're made to fit. They've got the shaping going. I'm not able to give a really good review on socks, I'm afraid, but it has it's thicker around this area. So it's nice there. It's got a nice ribbon there, but then it's sort of thicker around the bottom. And yeah, I wear mine, wash them, wear, wash, and they're still fabulous. So and it looks like I'm going to have to go and buy more because I have no idea. I can put 2 pairs in a washing machine and 1 comes out. And that is no joke. I think someone's just messing with me now in the house. But as far as socks are concerned, the Fitz Socks, I do get them from my local shoe store. And I'm happy just to go in and just pick up a couple of pairs. And they're not your cheap socks, but they do last, I've got to say. They last. These will, if I'm down to 1, I don't know what's going to happen. If I lose 2 more, yeah, I'm going to be down. I'm going to have to go and get more, to be honest. So never underestimate giving somebody a pair of socks, really good pair of socks, as a Christmas gift. That's all I'm saying. The next thing are Birkenstocks. I cannot even tell you how much I love my Birkenstocks, because I love my Birkenstocks. And I've done a video in the past about my Birkenstocks, and I've had good suggestions on the cork sealer. And someone even gave me another suggestion this morning about being able to take these to a cobbler or something and get the cork fixed, etc, etc. So that is, I really do appreciate your comments on that. I love my Birkenstocks, and these I've had for many years. I think I bought these from Browns, couldn't even tell you when. It's been years and years, and these have been my favourite. These are my go-to for everything. They're my slippers, they're my everything. I did a video where I showed you where I did the cork sealer, and I do need to cork seal them again. And then the ones that I'm wearing at the moment are they're the black suede, like this, and these are probably 2 years old. I don't really go for these ones as much because I always go for the lighter colour, because they're just my favourite. But I'm trying to wear these in now, and I've started to get that beautiful sort of glossy colour there. That, the whole thing about a pair of Birkenstocks is to get that shiny kind of colour. It's just fabulous. And I have been wearing them with my socks. And for people who say, oh, don't wear sandals and socks, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You can wear Birkenstocks with socks, and this is how I've been wearing my Birks. I wear them out, put my socks on, and yeah, I'm good to go. And even if I'm walking the cats, I'm still putting my socks on. I'm not ready to go to the dark side yet and put on my winter boots, to be honest. Okay, so Birkenstocks, we all know, and there's a reason that people love Birkenstocks, and that is because they last. I mean, when I first, many moons ago, when I first decided to get a pair of Birks, I thought they were the ugliest things ever. But now I don't. And they've become popular over the years, more popular over the years, and there's a reason why, and that is because they last and last and last and last and last and last. And when you find your pair, because Birkenstocks do different pairs, different kinds, when you find your pair, that's your pair. When you put your feet in and you have no pain, and I don't have no pain. In fact, I can't really wear other kind of shoes now. I have difficulty because, you know, my feet have been splayed out in these. They're very comfortable. They're very supported. I've got the arch support going on. I've got the footbed support, and these were the soft footbeds. Again, not a cheap shoe, not a cheap pair of sandals. But since I bought Birkenstocks, I've never bought any other pair of sandals ever. I haven't wasted the money. I just go for these. And I went for the cream colour because, you know, for summer they go with everything. And then I bought the grey pair that I've got here for more going into the winter to wear with socks when I'd got over that hurdle of wearing socks with sandals. My next beloved pair of boots, I love these, are my Uggs. And these are the Uggs with the bling. And I've had these a good couple of years now, and I love Uggs. When they very first come out, sort of 10 years ago, and they were all the trendy thing, I couldn't afford them. I don't know how the young people could afford them. But and I know they're not as popular now, but I don't get them for the popular side of it. I wear them because they are comfortable. And when you get your Uggs and you find your comfortable pair of Uggs, I mean, I've had these, I wanted to say 5 or 6 years now. Every year I spray them with a Scotchgard spray, and they still have the lining in, the lovely fur lining. And I do everything. I've done gardening in these. I go for walks in they are just my favourite Uggs. The bottom footbed does get worn down over time, and I know I'm going to need to replace that or put something in. But all the fur on the inside, I mean, they need no you know, they need no advertising really, Uggs. Another expensive pair, I would say, but I think once you have a pair, you get the right pair, you've got them for, well, hopefully for life, because they are built very sturdy. And like I say, I Scotchgard mine, and I use the Scotchgard that's for outdoor furniture. I just buy it in, does it, and these come up really, really well, and I do them every year. Especially with this weather coming up, I will redo them again. And yeah, these have the shiny stuff at the back. I love. I actually went into my shoe store a couple of weeks ago because I'd seen the last couple of years they were like a black purpley kind of colour, and they were sparkly all the way down. And I think they had them in last year and the year before, and I was thinking about them. I don't know why I still thought they had them in, but I went in a couple of weeks back and I was looking for them because I thought, now, yes, I'm going to go for them. And they didn't have them. I was like, gosh darn, I came in for those. I should have got them at the time. Because I do like the sparkly blingy ones, you know. It shouldn't just be for children. I do have a very childish mentality with things. So I ended up, because I had some credit in there, I had some credit in brown shoes, and I tried on they had some other different brands, and I tried them on, but as soon as I tried on the Uggs, I was like, okay, it's got to be the Uggs, you know. And the other ones I was trying on were cheaper than this, but so I managed to get me the black pair of Uggs, and okay, they don't have the sparkles, but I'll have to wear something sparkly on the outside just to cater for that. But yes, I mean, as soon as I put my feet in these, they are, you know, I'm home. And I did try on some other, I tried on Bear Paw and other ones, and the fit just wasn't for my feet. The moment that he got this off the shelf, tried it on, I was like, it's pointless even trying me other stuff now, because I know that these are the ones. And these are just the basic black, and these do have to have their treatment, so I've got to do the treatment. The lining is the black lining, and they are just going to be my wintry snowy boots, to be honest. I just love Uggs. I just absolutely love them. And I have tried different styles in Uggs over the past. They haven't really gelled with me as much, and these are I think these are the short. Couldn't tell you. I can't remember the name of them. Pretty sure these are the short, or just the regular. I take I don't know my reading glasses. This says a USA 8. Now I'm normally a size 9 in feet, so I wear these in an 8. And yeah, the minute I put my feet in, that's it. And with Uggs, I don't need socks, so when the snow's down and that, I just put these on, and I'm really good to go, trust me. I love Uggs. And I really do want, at some point I'll find a sparkly pair, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. You know, there's a problem at the moment with all the ships in docks. You know, we're post the worst of the COVID, hopefully, and there's not a lot of things coming into stores, and these were the last pair of black ones that they had, and I'm so glad I got them. So yeah, my newest boots. Okay, so whilst I was in the store, I was looking and looking and looking, and I remembered that on the Canther Bay Facebook Besties page, they were talking about a brand called Bluntstones, and I thought, oh, I don't know, I'm happy with my Uggs, and I'm quite happy with my Birkenstocks. They're the only two things I need. I got a spring summer shoe, I got a winter shoe. But then, whilst I was in there, I noticed at the back of the store, they had the Bluntstones. So I went there. I tried on lots of different pairs of boots, and nothing was gelling. And then I said, oh, you've got Bluntstones in? And they said, yeah, we've got them. They're really good. And I believe both of the gentlemen in the shop own a pair. I'm pretty sure that they said that they own a pair. And yeah, so I got me the Blunders, and I'm not sad about it, okay? Now, initially, it was so embarrassing in the store, because there's no zips to open them up, and you just have to slide your feet in. And oh my gosh, thank gosh somebody was, I'm gonna sneeze, pretty sure. You know, when there's one of my videos, something's gonna happen. I apologize for that. Where was I? I need to take my Claritin. I haven't taken my Claritin. Anyhow, yes. So there were a good couple of different colours, and I think we came to the conclusion, me and I'm sorry if you're watching this. I do apologise. I don't remember. I'm not very good with names, I'm afraid, because I call everyone flowers or flower pots. That's why I do it. But anyway, we come to the conclusion that this was a great colour. It's not a black, it's not a brown, it's an in-betweeny. And these are the number 500, and they are from Tasmania in Australia, and they have a nice sort of thick heel there. They're all leather up here, and then at the side they have this. Now initially, I'm not going to lie, I thought I'm not going to get them on my feet, because, you know, there's no zip, and I like something that I can like something easy. But I will agree with what they told me. Once you keep putting these on, taking them off, it gets easier to put your feet in. And you do just sort of put your feet in, and then to take them off, you use, you know, you do the regular boot thing at the back, and you take them off. And these are so comfortable. I'm not joking. I wear these with my socks, and they're starting. I have been wearing these more and more. In fact, I'll tell a lie, I have been wearing these over my Uggs. Now I'm not getting rid of my Uggs, I'm always going to keep them, but I've been choosing to wear these, and I've been wearing them with all my outfits, even dresses. If you see me out in town, I will be wearing these, and I might have a little bit of leg showing about this much. But even with my dresses, I have been going for these boots, and they're just not, they're nice, they're plain, they're very, very nicely made. They have the gusset at the side. This is almost like a, I'm not sure if you can see, it's like a chocolate brown. It has a lot of stretch there. And then this little hook at the back and this little hook at the front is what you use to put them on and get them off with. And yeah, so I mean, to put them on, I put my foot in, and then I use this, and then I pull my foot up, and they're just so well made. I was told by the guy that sold me them that they're called blunnies. I call them my blundies because I just want to be different. So these are my blundies, and I'm not joking, these are going to last me hopefully forever, because I'm really happy with them. And it's been a long time since I've found a pair of boots that I would say are on the same par as my Uggs. And like I've already said, when you change over to wearing really good quality boots or shoes, when you start wearing your Birkenstocks, for example, I mean, they're all the good quality, but when you start wearing them, your feet change, okay? You're not squashing them in, you're not putting them through a lot of crap that you do with other ones, and I'm sorry to say that's the case. And I started my life out in the corporate world before we moved to here, to America, where I would wear heels and pointed shoes, and my heels were very high, and pointed shoes. I was in the corporate world, it was suits and heeled shoes, and for many years that's what I would wear. And my feet did suffer, but that's just the way it was back then. And then obviously once you do, and then I went through a process when we moved here of trying to find the right kind of shoes. Once I'd got over mentally in my head of not wanting a pretty pair of sandals, I wanted a pair of sandals that would work for my feet. I wasn't thinking about the aesthetic look of it. I was thinking about, I've put my feet through that much crap over the years. What can I do to help them? Because they've got to carry me around for the rest of my life. Once I'd moved over to the Birkenstocks, I can't really go back now because my feet have changed. They've changed. I don't get the blisters. I don't get the calluses. I don't get any of that. My toes are splayed out nicely, but kept in a good, they're kept good in with the Birkenstocks. And every step that I take, I'm not feeling. And that's the difference. So once you go from that, and then in the winter, I was going to these, which are also very comfortable. The only thing I would say with these, as opposed to these, that I noticed was that when the ice is down, these do not have the traction. Now, I do know that Ugg have bought out the boots with the traction on, because, yeah, I have slid many a time wearing these. But my feet were warm while I was doing it. But yes, I've slid with these, and they do have the ones with traction on. So these are going to be my intermediate now, which is, the non-icy. But when that ice is down, I've got the traction on these bad boys. And then I'm hoping that over time, these will just become the ones that I go for, that I reach for through all, obviously not the height of summer, but just with everything, because I like that look. The cat's in now, and she obviously wants attention, because that's what happens when I start filming. But yeah, the Blundstones, I am very happy. I'm happy that they were suggested on the Cantha Bay Bestie page. and I'm happy that I've got these, to be honest. I don't know how to treat them yet, so any suggestions from anyone? I I do like to winterize my shoes and my boots for absolute certain. So anybody who owns a good pair of boots, if you could give me some suggestions. I know when I was in the shop they did, but once I leave a place, I just, everything goes, I'm afraid. I'm getting old. Getting old. And I do forget. So any suggestions that anyone can give me of how I can winterize my beautiful boots, um, I would highly recommend. Do you own a pair? That would be great. How many years have you owned a pair? And they are really just starting to, the more I wear them, the more I'm starting to get that line across there that you get. You know, I really do want them to have the worn in look. So yeah, so I'm really, really enjoying these boots. I think that's all my shoes. That's all my wintry shoes. What are you doing, Lou? She's walking on my feet. So I think that's all of my sort of wintry boots. I'm not a sports person, so I've got nothing sportsy to show you. I'm, you know, I love my crocheting and I'm a homely girl. So, and I just shop local. So realistically for me, owning the Birkenstocks every day, I put these on. If it gets colder, I put these on, and then hopefully, you know, when I go out and do my shopping now, I'm putting these on with whatever I'm wearing. It's not even going to be do they match or not. It's going to be working these in. They are very comfortable with my Fitz shoes, and I got these in a 9, so I got true to size. So these, I am a size 9 in shoes anyway. I got these as a true to size, but these Uggs I got in an 8, okay, because they are, they've got all the fur on the inside, and you want, yeah, they're about the same size, but these are an 8. But you got to realise that when you get a pair of Uggs, you kind of want to size down if you want, if you can, because you want your foot to start wearing in that fur that's on the inside. So that's what I got with those. And my Birkenstocks, oh gosh, I think I've worn this off, are a 39, European 39. Remember, they're from Germany, so these are a 39. And I would say, if you have the ability to invest some money in a good pair of shoes, then do that. And, you know, going, just remembering back to childhood, I may not have had the, you know, we lived very, very poor, extremely poor. But one of the things that I always remember my parents doing and my mum doing was dragging us to, dragging us to the shoe shop and making sure we got good quality shoes. And back in the day, it was Clark's shoes, and I always remember walking around thinking, I don't want these, I don't want to wear them. You know, I mean, I'm going to school, I want what everyone else wears, but it was always a plain pair of Clark's in England, and that is the one thing that they always made sure that we had really, really good quality shoes. It's a shame I didn't follow their advice as I was going through my 20s and 30s when I was buying all the other pieces of crap I was buying. And I have to tell you this little story, is that before I bought these, I was in Walmart and I saw a pair of boots in Walmart, and I just thought, I know better. Don't get me wrong, I know better. But I wasn't really sure about the sort of short boot kind of thing, and these were like $9.95. So I bought them just to see really how I would like wearing them, because like I say, I've been wearing for many years now just my Birkenstocks and my Uggs. I didn't really want to go and spend, you know, a good chunk of money on a pair of expensive boots. So I bought these boots from Walmart that they had in recently, and I wore them a couple of times and my feet were so sore. I'm not joking. I mean, you get what you pay for. You know, we know that. And I do realise that for some people, they won't have sore feet with them. But for mine, they were sore. So when I did go into my shoe shop, and decided, yes, I do want a pair of boots now, of leather type boots. And I told them, and they were like, you know better. The guy was like, you know better than this. I was like, yes, I know, but I, it's an investment. It's an investment for me to get a pair of boots, but I've got to wear them with everything I wear. You know, I don't just wear jeans and a top. I don't wear that kind of clothing. I wear sort of bohemian dresses and stuff. I've got to make sure that I like the boot with the dress kind of look, and that is a new look for me, honestly. Because when I wear my dresses, a lot of my bohemian dresses, I wear my Birkenstocks, and then in the winter I've got a pair of leggings on under them and the Uggs. So I wanted to make sure, and so when I went into the store, I had sore feet, and so when I was trying on a lot of the boots, I was like, oh, my feet are so sore. And I know that they just wanted to beat me with a stick and say, you know better than buying crap shoes, but they were very they were very good. And yeah, like I say, I tried on a good couple of pairs. I didn't quite feel that they were the right ones, and the minute that I shoved my foot, and it wasn't very elegant, but the minute I put my foot in this and stood up, I was like, oh my gosh, they are so comfortable. I can't believe it. There was nothing catching around the side, nothing here. And yeah, so I ended up with these, and then the other ones I gave to Goodwill, because like I say, somebody will, for somebody it'll be a good pair of boots, the other ones, but for me, because I've trained my feet now to be in good shoes, I can't go back from that. So I'm hoping these will last me many years, and I'll do you some updates as well and let you know how I'm getting on with them. But I am loving them, I've got to say. I really find myself reaching for these now. And even yesterday, my husband and I went to Rockford, and I wore these the entire time. And even in the car, there was no foot pain, no aches, no nothing. And I thought, I found them. So those are my footwear. Yeah, I mean, there are other brands out there, I know. These are just the ones that I love. Now, if they ever do the Blundstones with sparkles on, of course I'm going to get them. But I don't think that's going to happen. And yeah, I should have got they didn't do these ones with sparkles on, but I would have got sparkles on with these. You know, I love my sparkles. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with the shoes that I have. So if you are looking for good quality shoes of any kind, I can definitely hand on heart say Birkenstock, Uggs for the comfort, and then for hopefully for a solid hard-working boot, the Blundstones. I think, yeah, these were definitely worth it. I've got no pain up here, and it just takes me a bit of time at the moment getting them on and off, which is okay until I you know, I know how to do it better. But over time that will get easier and easier. But as far as the fit are concerned, they're fabulous. Okay, my lovelies, well, thank you for watching. This was my footwear edition for winter. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already subscribed, it would be great if you could subscribe. And yeah, if you liked my video, that would be great. Do you own any of those kind of shoes? Do you own Uggs, Birkenstocks? Have you got some blundies? Or what kind of shoes are you loving at the moment? That would be great to know what other people are loving. I don't like to keep a lot of pairs in, because you know, you spend quite a bit of money on them. So I only want ones that are really, really I'm gonna turn to and wear as my forever one. So I'm happy with just that amount of winter things. That's more than some people. Some people have nothing, so I'm very happy with them. So thank you Brown Shoes. Like I say, I haven't been sponsored, but if anyone ever watches from there, thank you guys. I love y'all, you know that. Thank you for being there. Thank you for everything that you're doing for the community. I know they do a lot of community things, and you know, for anyone who's out there and they've got a local little sort of family-owned shoe shop, please, please, please shop there more than you would one of the others, because they you know, their livelihoods. They're people who live in our community. That's their livelihood. And another thing that I don't like people doing, and I will just say this, okay? And I was there present last year when this happened, was that I was in the shoe shop and somebody came in, and I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure what they were doing was wanting to try on the shoes in the store and then going and buying it somewhere else. Now, that's up to you what you do. I just think I don't like that, okay? I think if you go there, you go there with the intention of, you know, somebody's putting all their time and effort pulling all these things out for you. If you find a pair in the shop and they fit you, buy them, because you might go to you might leave there, go to Amazon and buy them, and buy them cheaper or find them cheaper elsewhere. But it isn't saying that fit's going to be good, because every single pair is designed for a pair of feet, and if you find the ones that are for you, you should buy them there and then, because it isn't saying that you're going to get the same kind of fit if you buy them from elsewhere, because they've been made, you know, they've all been made by a different pair of hands. So I don't like that, to be honest. I don't like when people do that, but that's just a personal thing. But people do what they do, don't they? But I at the time it happened, and the guy who owns the shop, he did say people do that. They'll come in, try things on, and then, you know, go and buy them elsewhere. And I just thought, oh no, don't. You know, we want our small towns. They need shops to stay open. They need shops to stay open. You need to keep the employment going. Don't go in there and do that. But I mean, that, like I say, that's up to you. Um, I just don't like that. If I'm going to go in, I'm going to find a pair. If I find that pair that fits, I'm going to get them. If I don't find a pair that fits, obviously I'll leave. But if I find a pair that fits, I'm not going to say, oh, thank you, and then leave. And then I don't do that at all. And I'm grateful that I don't do that at all. So anyhow, that was just going off track. But yes, please support your local businesses. We are coming up to Thanksgiving and Christmas, and yeah, I mean, a lot of the big huge stores like Walmart and that, I noticed the shelves are getting emptier. But your local businesses, the smaller businesses that are independently owned, they still have the things in stock. So go there. You're supporting your town. You want your town to stay afloat, to stay alive. So I'm very, very happy supporting my local, if I can. Don't get me wrong. If I'm happy, I'm happy supporting my local businesses. I'm also happy supporting Walmart because they still employ people, but you've got to think about the small businesses as well, because they're, you know, like I say, the people who work in there are people that they're your neighbours, they're your sons, your daughters, your fathers, they are your people. So, you know, try and help them. I've gone off track again. Anyhow, me and my his t-shirt are going to go and get a cup of coffee, and we'll see you all in the next video. I hope you liked my footwear edition. And yes, I waffled on, so I'm going to shut the hell up now again. Bye guys.